Barcelona will extend the contracts of Pedri and Gavi. Ciao guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today many things to say from Barcelona to Roma, touching also on Zubimendi, Jonathan David and much more. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start with the breaking news from today. We will have many things to mention, but today we start from Roma. We start from a legend of the game, the manager who won the league with Leicester City a few years ago. Claudio Ranieri is back in the game. And Claudio Ranieri is the new head coach of Roma. Very complicated situation for Roma this season. Ranieri obviously is from Roma, it's his city, his club. He's been already Roma manager several times and now back in a complicated situation for the club. Daniele De Rossi fired at the beginning of the season. His replacement, Ivan Juric, also fired in the recent days. Now third manager of the season for Roma is Claudio Ranieri. Back to the club, contract signed in London today after a meeting with Roma owners, and so Claudio Ranieri, new Roma coach. The agreement is done. In Barcelona, many movements, guys. So today, an important interview from the director, Deco, to confirm what I've been telling you for months, for weeks here on my YouTube channel. If you are following me, you know I told you several times how important it is for Barcelona to extend contracts. They want to make sure that everything is in place. Pau Cubarsí and Lamine Yamal will turn 18 in 2025 and they already prepared long contracts for them. Marc Bernal extended the contract, but also I told you the next two is going to be Pedri and Gavi, and today Deco in public confirms that Barcelona will extend the contracts of Pedri and Gavi. This is the direction, this is the plan, and this is what is going to happen because Pedri is very happy at Barcelona, very happy with Hansi Flick as a coach. The conversation with his agents already started a few weeks ago. Already in June, from what I'm hearing, Barcelona promised to Pedri, okay, after the transfer window, we will touch on your contract and we will extend your contract. And now the conversations are ongoing. These are very positive because Pedri is very happy at Barca. For Gavi, Barca were waiting for the player to return on the pitch. Now Gavi is back, Gavi is fit, Gavi is ready, and so they are going to touch on the details of the new contract for Gavi. In terms of timing to announce, it's going to take probably some time because they still need to fix some details. Barca will give them obviously a higher salary, also higher release clauses, so all these details to discuss, but the general feeling on player side and on club side is that Barcelona will extend the contracts of Pedri and Gavi. Today also bad news for Barcelona, injury for Ansu Fati, 1 month out, returning in December. This means for Barca that their idea they already had at the end of the summer transfer window and also the beginning of the summer transfer window to bring in a new winger. You remember they were dreaming of Nico Williams, but at the end the deal was never done. Then in the final days of August, many rumors of Rafael Leao, who remains a player super appreciated by Barcelona. Both Nico Williams and Leao remain in the dreams, in the thoughts, in the internal discussions they are having at Barcelona for 2025, likely to be summer rather than January transfer window. So this remains a plan for Barcelona in summer 25 to bring in a new winger because Ansu Fati is having too many physical problems. Even when he's playing, he's not making the impact they were hoping for. And so at the moment for Ansu Fati is a complicated situation at Barcelona, but in general the club is looking at wingers, especially for the summer transfer window. They know, for example, that the situation with Leao, with Nico Williams next summer could be different. Again, Leao case was never close or concrete. In August was impossible to sign Leao for Milan, from Milan for Barcelona in the summer transfer window 2024. Let's see what's going to happen in 25 with Nico, with Leao, but in general, Barca are looking at wingers on the market, and so that is going to be an important situation. On wingers, guys, I have something to say about Heung-min, a top player of Tottenham Hotspur. It's important to say that according to my information, Tottenham are prepared to take the option to extend the contract of Son. So if you check on Son on all the websites, for example, Transfermarkt, you can see that his contract is expiring in summer 25, but Tottenham have an option, have a clause into the contract to extend the deal for one more season, 26 and they are in the process, from what I'm hearing, to extend his contract for 1 more year. So this is the idea, this is the plan, the process has already started, and so the expectation is for Son to have a longer contract at Tottenham, 1 more season at the club. At the moment, I'm not aware of contacts with any other club. The name of Son is always around when there are top clubs interested in wingers, but at the moment, what I'm hearing is that Son is also aware, player side, player camp, of this Tottenham desire to activate the clause and proceed soon with a new 1-year contract for Son. Then guys, another important news of the day is that Real Sociedad director Roberto Labe left the club. He did a fantastic job at the club for many years. If you just think of how many top players were there, from Mikel Merino, Robin Lenormand, Take Kubo, Martin Odegaard, Alexander Isak, Martin Zubimendi, many of them. On Zubimendi, you remember that last summer Liverpool were very aggressive on that one. They were close to making the deal happen, then it didn't happen because the player decided against moving from Real Sociedad. What I wanted to tell you today is that Liverpool, on constant basis, are still monitoring Martin Zubimendi. It's also true that there are 2 managers who are big fans of Zubimendi. Apart from, we know, Liverpool, Arne Slot, so what they already did last summer, and they remain interested in the player, and they keep monitoring the player. Mikel Arteta also appreciates Zubimendi. Mikel Arteta always follows Spanish football, and so Zubimendi is a player he likes. And also Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, who is also Spanish. I can tell you that in case Xabi Alonso was going to become the Bayern Munich coach, something they discussed in March and February when Xabi Alonso was a candidate for Bayern job, one of the signings he wanted at Bayern was Martin Zubimendi. Then Xabi Alonso decided to stay at Bayer Leverkusen, but in general, remember the appreciation of Mikel Arteta and Xabi Alonso for Martin Zubimendi, who could be an interesting name to watch in 2025, because Liverpool are still monitoring him, and also these 2 managers keep watching the quality, the excellent quality of Zubimendi. Now Real Sociedad are losing a key piece in their director, Roberto Labe, and so in 2025, summer probably, the situation around Zubimendi could change. Something I wanted to add also today, guys, is about Jonathan David. My information remains the same. Jonathan David is not signing a new deal at Lille now, and Jonathan David is not expected to sign a new deal at Lille in the next weeks or months. So Jonathan David will be one of the big names for summer 2025. We have many rumors. I can guarantee to you that clubs from Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, everywhere are reaching out to understand the situation of Jonathan David. Is a big opportunity. He's scoring a lot of goals in Champions League, always been a crucial player for Lille, so a big opportunity on the market. This is why many clubs have already started to reach out, present their project, present their idea to Jonathan David. Obviously, the player is taking his time. It's a super positive situation for him. He can join a new club in the summer. He can pick his favorite project. So before saying yes to any club, the expectation is for Jonathan David to take some time. It's not something to happen now in November or beginning of December. It's probably going to be in the next months when all the projects will be clear. And so also Jonathan David, on both technical and financial point of view, can make the best decision possible. But Jonathan David is expected to be one of the big names of the 2025 transfer window because he's not extending his deal at Lille. And so guys, tell me your thoughts on all these stories, from Son to Rafa Leao to Barcelona winger situation, Zubimendi, but also Jonathan David. Which club should go for him? Let me know your opinion here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao!